Hey princesses! Today is my first video and this is targeted towards my ADHD girlies. Pretty much all my videos are targeted towards ADHD girls. If you don't have ADHD, you can definitely watch this video. In fact, it could probably help you a lot more than videos targeted towards neurotypicals because I kind of break it down even further. I feel like people, when they make really motivational videos or like glow up videos, inner wellness videos, they're kind of vague. I want to take that and I want to break it down into chunks because you're not stupid, you're not inferior to anybody else, you just have ADHD. And I do not want that to stop you. And I don't want you to utter the words, I can't do that, it's just my ADHD, I can never do that, this will never happen. Because that's just not true. Limiting beliefs are limiting. It's in the name. You're not gonna get anywhere when you tell yourself that you can't do something and it won't align with who you're trying to become. I'm starting my channel off a little controversial. You don't deserve princess treatment because you don't give yourself princess treatment. So if you don't treat yourself highly, what makes you think anybody will? And especially guys. I feel like they really can pick up that you don't love yourself, you don't care about yourself, you don't try, and you sit around like a couch potato. You're not gonna get anything sitting around like a couch potato. Trust me. I know it's not easy. I know your brain's gonna go, I have ADHD. This is all hard for me. How do you expect me to do that? Trust me, honey, I know. I've got ADHD and I got diagnosed really late in life, which was hard because I had to reteach myself how to live, basically. Growing up, it was really hard for me. I didn't know I had ADHD, but I grew up with lots of anxiety. But I'm not sitting here with a victim mindset telling myself that it's just my ADHD and I can't get things done, because that's not how it works. That is not how the real world works. And I'm sorry, but you just have to listen to that. This world was made for neurotypicals, but if you think about it, you're more powerful than a neurotypical because you've taught yourself and you've built it yourself to fit into something that was not made for you. But I just want you to know that because lots of neurodivergent people feel inferior to neurotypicals, and I don't want you to feel like that. So this video is a wake-up call. I will do step-by-step videos in the future, but this video is just to get you thinking like, maybe she is right. Like maybe I need to start going and doing stuff for myself and start showing myself love. And understanding yourself does not mean excusing yourself, okay? Let's get into it. So let's talk about what princess treatment means, especially for ADHD girls. The number one rule is always look put together, even if you're staying home. My princess rule is look good, smell good, feel good. You feel regulated. So when you look chaotic, your brain feels chaotic. The princess standard is hair done, some simple jewelry, a cute little pajama set, a little body mist, clean nails. And I do get my nails done, as you can see, but this could be as simple as putting some clear polish on your nails and calling it a day, or just even cutting your nails and shaping them with a file. You'll feel so much more put together. You don't need a big glam. I think they're doing construction. Sorry guys, I think they're doing construction. But you don't need a big glam team. You just need to look put together. So if you're walking past a mirror in your house and you're like, ugh, that's not princess energy. That is not stepping into your feminine, cute, girly energy. And that's just how it is. Number 2, stop living in reaction mode. ADHD girls live in overstimulation, feeling rushed all the time and always being late. You want structure. That's princess treatment. What are some ways to do this as some examples? Wake up at the same time every day. And before you fall into the trap of, well, it's the weekend, I can stay up late and wake up late. First of all, I'm pretty sure it's not good for yourself to wake up and go to bed at fluctuating times. And obviously, some days you want to go out. That's okay. But you really want to maintain the structure of waking up at the same time on the weekends and waking up at the same time on the weekdays. So let's say on the weekdays, you only wake up at 8. And on the weekends, you allow yourself to wake up at 10. So you accommodate what time you wake up to, but it's still a routine. So another non-negotiable, it should be making your bed. This is the simplest thing you can do in the morning, and it gives your brain dopamine because it's like, oh, this is such a simple task. I got it done. And that's easy. And it gets your brain into the momentum of, okay, I can do another task and another task. And I really don't want to hear any excuses for not making your bed. And trust me, I was the same person as you guys, watching these types of videos and just like feeling so stuck. But honestly, making your bed is the simplest thing. I don't want to hear no excuses. I want to hear you say, well, I'm gonna sleep in it anyway. Okay, and you're gonna die anyway. Do you want to fill your body with garbage and toxic stuff and live a horrible life? No. I feel like my day isn't as good if I don't make my bed. Every time I walk into my room, I see it and it just doesn't look put together. And after you wake up, on the weekends, on the weekdays, drink water right away. This is also good for your health. It keeps your skin clear. It keeps your body looking hydrated. When you don't drink water, your face shows it. And the last thing is one non-negotiable before scrolling. So you want to work your way up to not using your phone for at least an hour after you wake up. But that's an unrealistic expectation to set yourself for the first day. That could be a stretch, write in a gratitude journal. It could even be drink water. So we just want to work our way up. And affirmations is really good. My favorite affirmations to listen to are the ones by Wizard Liz. They're on Spotify. Third thing, feed yourself like you matter. Do you think a princess is eating hot dogs and ramen noodles every night? No, she's not. Do you think a princess is skipping meals and then binging eating later? Typical thing is you skip meals, you binge, you feel guilty, and you spiral, and you do it all over again. So if you need a separate video on that, I can give one, but we just want to try our best to start with breakfast. It all starts with breakfast, and if this helps, eating the same thing every day, I know it can get annoying for a while. Then you switch it up, you eat the same thing for every day, switch it up, because it just keeps that routine flowing. Princess treatment is protein at breakfast. Your water bottle is always filled and always on standby. And if it helps to have a cute little water bottle, then get one. And it doesn't need to be a Stanley. It doesn't need to be some crazy water bottle. You could just find a cute one at the dollar store, and it helps you feel cutesy. Sit down when you eat. This might seem like, why is she telling me to sit down when you eat? But it can feel like you're rushing, you're standing up, you're eating, you gotta do stuff. You don't want that. You want to be slow, you want to eat nice. You wouldn't feed a princess scraps. You wouldn't feed her unnutritional foods. You would give her what she needs to flourish, to glow, to be beautiful. Stop feeding yourself scraps. Fourth, and arguably one of the most important, regulate before you react. Trust me, I know what it's like to blow up on your partner, to tell them all the things that's going wrong that you don't like when they do something you don't like. But that's not what you want to do. You have an issue, sit with it, breathe with it. Never respond out of emotions, because responding out of emotions is weak. It makes you look weak, you feel weak. You don't feel good about yourself after you react out of emotion. not even just to your partners, to your family. Before, I would throw things, I would get violent, and I would yell. I don't want that. I don't want to be that person. I'm not that person. And it's not cute, it's not feminine, it's not princess-like. It's troll-like. You don't want to be a troll, you don't want to be a dragon. You want to be a princess. Princesses do not explode. They pause. A princess's nervous system is intentional. And this is not me dismissing ADHD people's nervous systems. It's just saying that you can notice one thing, but act accordingly to how you want to be. I don't want to hear that it's not possible. I don't want to hear it's because I have ADHD. Like I said, I don't like those words. Don't utter those words. Don't say you watch me and follow my channel and say that words, okay? I don't like it. Before responding, if you feel like you need time, take an hour, take 20 minutes. Text them, I'm getting really emotional right now. I feel it's best if I take some time and re-enter this situation. If they're being disrespectful of that, then just don't talk to them until you're calm, because if they're being disrespectful, that's just gonna get you more heated, and we're a princess. We don't act like that. You wanna take 3 deep breaths. You wanna go to whatever you can, your journal, your notes app. You wanna write 5 bullet points of the situation, what you wanna do about the situation, how it made you feel, how to have a solution. Men sense emotional chaos. They also sense emotional instability. If you don't feel safe in your own emotions, you will attract people that feel unsafe. I forgot to preface this at the beginning of the video, but in no way, shape, or form am I victim blaming. If somebody's abusing you, that's a whole different story. Should not be tolerated, and it's their fault. It is not your fault for getting abused. It's your fault for letting that happen. And I know it's not easy to just up and walk from a relationship that's where you're getting abused. This is for the girls who are wondering why I'm not getting this treatment, because they're not giving it to themselves. These are 2 separate things. Victim blaming and teaching yourself how to give yourself princess treatment don't correlate. I'm just trying to give this video as a wake-up call to the girls who struggle with giving themselves princess treatment. Number 5, keep promises to yourself and track it. The way I like to do this is every night I write 3 wins from the day, 3 things I want to work on, and my big 3 for tomorrow. This could be taking my creatine supplements, taking regular supplements, going for a walk, going to the gym. And then you do that every night. You're tracking at least 3 things a day that you're doing. So it's simple, it doesn't take a lot of brain power, and it's at night. It takes, honest to God, I could probably time myself less than 5 minutes. If you're a deep thinker, it might take more, but if you just want to quickly do it, it'll take less than 5 minutes, and it will make the biggest difference in your life. Princess treatment equals self-trust. If you don't trust yourself, how do you expect to trust anybody else? How do you expect somebody else to trust you? ADHD girls struggle with seeing their own wins because we're forgetful. But when you track them, a way I like to track, like I said, the night routine, I like to also do gratitude every morning. And I recently just started a healing journal, and I come to that every day, and I feel a sense of accomplishment, even if it's small. If you want to start going to the gym, but you need to start somewhere, you start with walking. Walking takes like 20 minutes, a 20-minute walk. That's barely anything. It's like 10 minutes somewhere, 10 minutes back. You track every day, I did a walk, and then you're like, I'm getting consistent in walking every day. Maybe I can start a gym membership. And if you can't afford a gym membership, there's literally videos on YouTube that you can watch. And if you need weights, there's weights on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist that you can get for pretty cheap probably. So I don't want to hear, I can't afford that. Moving your body doesn't cost much, but the reward you get from that is expensive. So if you tell yourself, today I am accomplishing one thing, you get that thing done and you start. then you're like, today I'm accomplishing 2 things. Literally start with one thing, and most likely you want this thing to be at the beginning of the day. So a really easy thing you can start to prove yourself to be consistent is making your bed. Like I said near the beginning of the video, I said make your bed. That is the simplest thing you can do. So have one non-negotiable for the day, track it. Then you build your way up to getting 5 habits in a day, 5 tracking in a day. Or if you just want to do the 3 things that you did good in a day, you can do that. Every time you said you were going to do something, write it down. And this is also good for if you don't want to do something, but you do it. Write that down. That's even better than if you do something. If you say you're going to do something and you do it, it's better that if you say you're going to do something, you don't feel like doing it, and you do it, and you write that down, that is pure gold, okay? Physically track it so your brain can physically remember it. Then it tells your brain, hey, I can do this, let me do more, and that builds confidence. And then you feel like $1,000,000. You do not need perfection, you need receipts. 6, princesses always get rerouted. A problem, we find the solution. Rejection, redirection. Princesses don't feel like their whole life falls apart because one bad thing happens. And let me say this again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I was this girl too, and I overcame it. And I want to share my experiences with other people so they can overcome stuff. Sharing my light does not dim mine. Princesses always have a happy ending, whether they're with their prince, whether they're by themselves, whether they're with their princess. Maybe they want another princess. I don't judge. But princesses always get their happy ending. And once you develop this mindset where it's gonna work out, it'll work out. I'm a princess. In every movie, a princess gets a happy ending. And I don't want to hear, that's just the movies. That's just the movies. Treat your life like a movie. Once you treat your life like a movie, you'll start getting good things like a movie. And obviously don't ignore your responsibilities and stuff, but what I'm trying to say is romanticize your life. Remember that you'll get your happy ending, and remember that God is always protecting you. If you don't believe in God, maybe you have another thing that you think maybe the universe is always protecting you, but you are always protected. Your glass slipper falls off, you get it back. Your dress rips, it'll get fixed. Your car, your carriage, it breaks down, it'll get fixed. You always want to have this mentality. Never say, well, that's just it. My life's over. Can't do nothing about it. I will slap you across your face. Don't say that. And I know us ADHD girls, even ADHD guys, rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria. If you're rejected, always keep it in your head. That's redirection. I'll go find something else. Somebody else will want me. This guy doesn't want me. That's fine. There's like 4 billion other guys that I can be with. This job doesn't hire you. That's fine. How many millions of other jobs are there? This school didn't accept you. How many other schools are there? Your business fails? Keep trying. It doesn't end there. You stick to it. ADHD brains love to catastrophize. I think that's how you use it. We love to think the world's ending, it's done. That's not how it works. Like, reroute, girl, because I know you can do it. And in order to get your happy ending, you don't quit halfway through. 7, princesses always have a morning routine and a night routine. So like I said, I will be providing more step-by-step videos, routine videos, because honestly, it's good to have routine for everything. I have a gym routine, I have what I eat for breakfast routine, I have a shower routine. It just helps you sort of organize it. And I keep these all in my notes app. It's like your notes app is free, Android has it, Apple has it, you can get it done. The morning routine is how you enter the world. Your night routine is how you end it. ADHD brains need opening and closing rituals. So you wanna wake up intentionally, you wanna drink your water, make your bed, play your affirmations, and gratitude journal. These 5 things for waking up in the morning, and I will go more in depth with a morning routine, even just a regular routine and a night routine. But those 5 things, you're set for the day, bro. Like, trust me. Night routine. Wash your face, brush your teeth, and do the little 3-step journal routine that I had. If your days mainly feel chaotic, it's because your wake up routine and your night routine are chaotic. So once you get those nailed down, the middle of your day is going to be way easier. I honestly think it's more important to have a morning routine and night routine, anchor that down, then get your day routine going on. Obviously, it's not possible. Some people got work, school, and I just really hope that I can help someone out there. This is our princess era. We start here. And the fact that you're just here watching this video already tells me a lot that you can get it done. Because if you're making this one step, you can do 30 other steps, bro. You don't deserve princess treatment yet. Not because you're not worthy, but because you don't give it to yourself. Once you treat yourself like a princess, trust me, honey, it's all gonna keep coming to you like you are a princess, like you are royalty, because you are royalty. So treat yourself like that. The second you treat yourself like royalty, the world adjusts. Just remember, you are a princess, you will become a princess, and I hope this video helped.